The mic sounds nice. Check one. Hey, 4 score and 7 years ago, our great forefathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. And the irony in that is that all men are to be created equal. Yet in today's society, well, look around for yourself and tell me what you come up with. I want to share with you today on a more positive note a book that has been an inspiration to me and to many children for many years, decades, centuries old. And it's called Aesop's Fables. Hey, do you remember that story about the fox who once went into the woods and there were some plums that was parched far off the ground, but they was just out of his reach. And he jumped and he jumped and he leaped and he turned and he fell and he tumbled. But he never could seem to get those plums, and they were yet so close. Have you ever in life had something that was so close but you couldn't get to it, but you kept going and you kept going and you kept going and you got it? Well, unlike the fox in this story, Aesop's Fables tells us that the fox, after he realized he couldn't get the grapes, he turned sour. You seen a salty loser or a sore loser. They play the game, and then when they lose, they can't accept the fact that they didn't win. It's not always about winning. Life isn't always about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And the fox in this book never got those grapes. And instead, he declared a negative when he said, they're probably sour anyways. But that is something so funny, and it's a story that my mom used to tell me when I was a child. And now as an adult, I can understand that. Just because you failed to reach those plums, just because you failed to reach your goal, just because you didn't pass that test, it could be a driving test, it could be a school test, it can be a life test. But it's okay, because the good thing about life is that life will continue to teach you the same lessons over and over and over until you get it. You get it? Yeah. So rush out and get this book. It is at Barnes and Nobles. It's $5.95 in the United States and $6.99 in Canada. And this book is priceless. The things, the stories, the lessons that you will learn are things that even your grandparents and your great-grandparents learned in their days of life. So we want you to have this too. Aesop's Fables. You've got to get this book. If you don't get this book, you're doing yourself a disservice. And when you go into Barnes and Nobles, be sure to tell them that King Richard sent you. Peace and love. Fun reading. Until next time.